Okay. From Ben, what are your thoughts on decriminalising, legalising cannabis?
Well, again, as Justice Minister, not something in my bag, but like I think that we've reached a point in terms of I think in terms of drugs policy more widely, that we need to move from a criminal justice based approach to a health based approach, and that's been my view for some time.
So that's kind of a yes.
Well, no, it's not simply saying that we decriminalise, because that may not be the answer, but I do think we need to move away from criminal justice-based approaches when it comes to substance abuse towards having a better and a health-based approach, because I don't think criminal justice-based approaches actually work for substance abuse. I think when it comes to cannabis, there's a slightly different argument as to whether or not as a recreational drug, if you like, it should be legalised. And people, for example, in Canada, you can go to the local cannabis store in the same way that you can go to the local alcohol store, and they're all state run. So you go in and your province will have its own cannabis store. I'm not sure that's something that we're quite ready for in Northern Ireland, but I do think that there is a legitimate discussion to be had around it, and I think it's one that we need to have sooner rather than later.
It's such a cliche, but I'm morally obliged to ask it now that you've talked about recreational cannabis. Have you ever smoked recreational cannabis?
No, I've never smoked in my life, anything.
Really?
I hate smoking. My dad smoked cigars when I was a kid, and the stench of them put me off completely.
Even at university, Naomi, in a smoking area of a dingy nightclub, no?
No, the thing I hated about uni was coming home smelling of everybody else's smoke. I really dislike smoking. When it comes to smoking, I am not a liberal. I'm just putting it out
Would
there.
you increase taxes on cigarettes if you could?
Oh yeah.
To what?
Yeah. I wouldn't really care. I hate smoking.
If you had all the power,
I wouldn't ban
them.
No,
cigarettes?
No, I'm too much of a liberal to ban them, but I would severely limit where they're smoked. I was one of the people who brought the smoking ban in Belfast before it was the law that you couldn't smoke in Belfast City Council premises and buildings and their vans and things, because I just think it's.
What about alcohol though? I mean, in terms of alcohol causes. No, I don't know this for sure. Alcohol causes surely nearly as many deaths per year in terms of its consequences, if not sort of.
You can't drink safely. You can't smoke safely.
Okay, that's a straight answer. You've